What if I told you you could live in space? Would you be curious? Doubtful? What if I told you the endeavors we thought were only fiction in our sci-fi favorites are within reach for humanity, and we're a lot closer than you'd think to making them a reality? Today I want to talk about potential opportunities for commercial space travel and exploration. There are a few projects coming up around the world that you might be interested in, like SpaceX's mission to colonize Mars, Japan's project to build a space elevator, and NASA's Lunar Gateway project to build a space station that orbits the moon. My hope at the end of this presentation is to inspire you to jump on board with one of these missions or a mission of your own to help the human species advance in space. Let's get into it. We've all heard of Elon Musk's SpaceX Corporation. They are currently creating reusable rockets to colonize Mars. Mission Mars, they call it. And these reusable rockets they call Starship. Starship creates a reusable transportation system that refuels in Earth orbit before taking off to Mars. And before returning home to Earth, Starship utilizes Mars resources like H2O and CO2 to refuel. SpaceX plans on sending unmanned starships to Mars in 2026 to test for landing intact. If successful, they plan to send crewed starships in 2030 to begin building for Mars civilization. The goal is to build a self-sustaining city within 20 years. Earth and Mars align once every 26 months, creating ample opportunities every year to send and receive resources, making the human species multiplanetary. That being said, reusable rockets mean less waste and pollution here on Earth and in space. It also means less cost and using less resources, now not having to build new rockets every time we want to fly to space. SpaceX's Starship not only helps commerce, but also helps provide a cleaner environment in aviation advances. Speaking of cleaning up the environment for aviation advances, in Japan, the Obayashi Corporation is planning on building a space elevator by 2050. A space elevator can eliminate the use of rockets entirely here on Earth. Instead, we can slingshot our rockets into Earth's orbit and propel ourselves further into space from the top of a very, very long elevator. Instead of taking 6 to 8 months to reach Mars, scientists have estimated we could reach Mars in as little as 40 days. The idea is to build a geostationary low Earth orbit station that uses a carbon nanotube cable to transport materials back and forth to a tether base in the ocean. The elevator will be equipped with electromagnetic propulsion climbers that are remotely powered by solar or microwaves, eliminating the need for fuel, which can save tons of money, and compared to the use of even reusable rockets. Space elevators are a long way from being realized, but they are a realistic opportunity for us to improve commerce and reach our net zero emission goals. Sounds pretty cool, right? Now, there's a lot of research to be done, and on the topic of research, NASA is in the process of creating a research-focused space station that orbits the moon. They call it Lunar Gateway. Gateway will be a habitable research facility with docking ports for visiting spacecraft. Its focus is deep space exploration and conducting research experiments that are too dangerous on Earth and in low Earth orbit. Gateway will take approximately 6.5 days to orbit the moon at a top speed of 2 miles per second. Lunar Gateway will chart the path to Mars and further exploration into the cosmos. Components of Gateway are already being built worldwide and will be launched together with SpaceX's Falcon Heavy rocket. It will take about a year for it to reach lunar orbit and is expected to reach the moon around 2028. Gateway will have a minimum 15-year lifespan, allowing astronauts to live on board for up to 3 months due to radiation risk. As you now know, there are a lot of projects underway to make space habitable for us so that we can explore and heal our home planet. These endeavors to advance in space are critical for human evolution. So get excited, find your mission, and go explore. Thank you for listening.